Hi Taurus, I'm Sarah. Welcome to Miss Leo's Tarot. This is going to be a no contact reading. We're going to be diving into your current energy, the person on your mind, their current energy. We're going to be going into how your person is feeling about you right now, any blocks preventing you guys from being together. We're going to be going into, their next move and wrap it up with some advice. Okay. So just to save some time, I pre-shuffled the cards just to kind of keep things flowing. All right. So these messages are general. They're not going to resonate for everybody. And if it doesn't, that's fine. It's just not your story. All right. So let's get into it, Taurus. All right. So we have the High Priestess energy for your energy with the Knight of Pentacles, the Seven of Wands. We have text message. And we have mind invasion. All right, so I can see here with the High Priestess and the Knight of Pentacles, there's a lot that you're keeping to yourself. At the bottom of the deck that I saw earlier, we have the Eight of Cups, which is walking away. The Five of Cups, which is all about regret and longing. The Five of Pentacles, feeling left out in the cold. With the Two of Pentacles, not knowing, which way to go. Perhaps you're juggling a lot of, different things in your life right now. But with the High Priestess here, I feel like there's a lot of things that you're keeping to yourself here. And you're taking things extremely slowly in this connection. I feel like there's a lot of guarded, energy on your side, Taurus. I have to be honest. We have text message oracle. Perhaps you're texting this person, or maybe you've just received a text message, or you're thinking about maybe reaching out to this person. But there is some sort of written communication here with mind invasion. So this person is heavily on your mind, Taurus. Okay, so that is your current energy. You're keeping a lot to yourself, and you're just kind of like, I'm kind of getting Taurus, kind of like, not necessarily stubborn, but very slow moving energy. I feel like you're protecting yourself from this person. Maybe you're afraid of being, let down. Perhaps this is somebody that you're afraid of that's going to hurt you. So you kind of have your guards up to kind of prevent anything like that from happening. But let's get more into the reading, Taurus. All right. So the current energy between you two, we have the Ace of Wands, so that's a lot of passionate, fiery energy. This is could be a very physical relationship here. We have the Six of Pentacles and the Chariot energy. Okay, let's see here. Okay, we have the Truth Revealed Oracle message and friend request. Okay, so, perhaps like I said, you've just received some sort of text message. If not, I'm strongly feeling that is what is coming in for you. Some sort of text message. We also have truth reveal. So this person that's on your mind that you're not currently in communication with is going to be telling you something here in the near future. Secrets will be uncovered. If they've, kept things hidden from you, things are going to be coming to light here. So I feel like, that's very Ace of Swords energy. Okay, we also have friend requests. So perhaps they'll be adding you on Facebook or DMing you somehow, or I don't know, whatever social media that you're on. They're going to be maybe communicating with you through that means. Okay, but what I see here is the Ace of Wands. We have the Chariot, Six of Pentacles. So somebody wants to give to this connection with you, Taurus. Okay, the person on your mind. They are heavily attracted to you, the Ace of Wands. So I do see, like, currently a new beginning or the opportunity for something new to happen between you two, if that makes sense. All right, forward movement, somebody giving to the connection here with the Six of Pentacles, somebody telling you something that they had been kept hidden from you prior, okay? But I feel like here with the friend request, they are going to be coming in here and testing the waters. It's not going to be like any grand gestures. It's going to be very small, subtle, opening the lines of communication, if you will, like extending an olive branch, if that makes sense. All right, so let's go into what their hidden feelings for you are. We have the Three of Wands energy, so I feel like automatically they haven't really let the connection go energetically. We have the King of Pentacles, and we have the Queen of Cups, all right? Unbothered. Okay, this is just confirming. I just pulled the holding on card. This is confirming exactly what I just said. So the Three of Wands energy, their hidden feelings is we have the King of Pentacles with the Queen of Cups. So this is a pairing right here. So this is definitely telling me that this person still, I feel like they're in an energy of longing, waiting, you know, hoping that maybe you'll reach out, but if not, they're coming in hot and heavy here. That's the current energy between you two. I feel like, Taurus, you with your guard, we saw in your energy with the High Priestess, you're very mysterious right now to this person. You're not really saying a whole lot. In their view of you, they're seeing you as someone completely unbothered by the fact that you guys are in no communication. And you're just kind of like doing you act unbothered, like, you know, nothing is really phasing you, all right? You couldn't care less. And I feel like that's low-key bothering this person, because with the Three of Wands, that's waiting energy. It's kind of like watching from a distance, all right? And we have the Oracle card holding on. So this is just confirming that your person is still very much thinking about you, and, you know, they're still very much energetically tied to the connection with you. They're not wanting to move on from this at this time. They have you on the brain. Okay, blocks and obstacles. What is preventing this connection from moving forward at this time? We have the Three of Swords. So Taurus, this could be your end or their end, but there was some sort of hurt here with the Three of Swords. Could be third party for some of you. Doesn't have to be, but it could be. But regardless of what happened, obviously there's a lot of pain, disappointment, sorrow that happened between you two. Perhaps it's a breakup. Perhaps it's some sort of like betrayal or something like that, all right? We have the Four of Pentacles. We have the Ace of Swords. So again, clarity coming, you know, things being revealed. We have drama. There could be a lot of drama. There could be, like I said, for some of you, a third-party situation. Love like fire. Man, this is a very hot and heavy physical connection, very passionate. You guys are very much attracted to each other. All right, so the blocks, like I said, the Three of Swords, a lot of heartbreak and disappointment. I feel like there was a lot of things unsaid here, you know, deep emotions and conflicts, fueling accusations and assumptions. All right, so there's a lot of drama. It could have multiple people interfering somehow, or just like, you know, it's like an energy of, you know, making assumptions about somebody that may or may not be true, and that fuels miscommunication between the two of you. Or like, for example, and this is just an example of what I'm talking about. Like, let's say you had something, like you were going through some sort of illness and you felt very unattractive within yourself, and you projected that onto somebody else. Not saying this is exactly what has happened, but it's what I'm describing is the energy of what I'm feeling. And then you project that onto somebody else, and you feel like, well, you know, they're probably looking, or, you know, looking at other people. They're not as attracted to me as they used to be. And so you're making things up in your mind, or they could be, you know, take it however it resonates, but projecting things onto somebody that may or may not be true. And in a sense, like manifesting that into your life, you know, kind of thing, creating some sort of false narrative that doesn't even exist, but, you know, it kind of plays out that way, if that makes sense. All right, projecting things onto somebody when they may not be true. All right, so that is what is blocking the connection. There's a lot of hurt here. There's a lot of, you know, blaming energy. There's a lot of, you know, not really healing, not really, you know, truly forgiving too. That's another point I want to make, you know, kind of like, you know, how can I say that? When you don't forgive, you don't forgive somebody, you just kind of like keep dwelling in what this person did in the past, and you keep bringing that up into the present, and it's not really letting go of what happened, kind of thing. All right, so that's one thing that's blocking the connection. I feel like here with the Ace of Swords, communication obviously is blocked. It's no contact energy. But I feel like, you know, with the Four of Pentacles, part of the block too is not really opening up emotionally, being afraid of being vulnerable, if that makes sense. All right. Okay, so let's move on to, what does this person desire with you? All right. What do they secretly want from this connection with you? Like, what are their intentions and stuff? We have the Page of Cups. Okay. We have Temperance. We have Two of Cups. Wow, this is a very clear message. All right. Okay. And we have, all right, and we also have timeout energy. All right, so this person, obviously, with the timeout energy, they see this as a pause in your connection. They don't see things as this being over with you, because we have the Page of Cups and Temperance energy. Page of Cups is very much talking about, you know, apologies, expressing affection, expressing emotions, opening up, you know, talking about, you know, what's being felt. It is still immature energy since it's a page, but we, you know, clarified by the Temperance energy, somebody wants to restore balance with you here. You know, things are obviously out of whack and they want to restore that balance. They want to bring harmony back into the connection with you. They intend to, you know, heal the connection with you. There's no other way to say it. We also had the Two of Cups. Very strong connection. This person's still very much, you know, this is loving energy. You know, this is a very strong, you know, soul bonds, feeling very, very strongly about somebody. Okay, they're in love with you. All right, and so they don't see this as completely over. And what do they want with you? They absolutely want to restore harmony. They want to, you know, continue this connection that they feel very strongly with you. And I feel like an apology is coming. There's going to be some sort of like cleaning the air and revealing something that they've been kept hidden from you, and, you know, restoring balance in the connection. All right, so what is their likely next action towards you? We have the Two of Wands. We have the Ace of Coins. We have the Devil energy. And Home. All right, so what is your intentions with you? Right now, we have the Devil energy and the Two of Wands. All right, so I feel like this is what they want to, this is what their next action is going to be. They want to drop this, you know, kind of this toxic cycle that's going on with you, this miscommunication, you know, thing, you know, the Three of Swords energy where there's a lot of hurt and possible betrayal, things like that. They want that stuff to kind of like go by the wayside, and they want to stop being indecisive here with the Two of Wands, things not moving forward in a healthy way, you know. I feel like up until this point, Taurus, the connection between you and this person has been extremely toxic and unhealthy and full of drama. All right, just keeping it real. All right, so their next action towards you here, we have the Ace of Pentacles. They want to offer you something real here. This is a new beginning for something solid and, you know, something committed. You know, this is beautiful energy if that's what you're looking for. Also, the Oracle message, we have the Home card. You feel like home to this person. They want to build a home with you. You know, they want to take the relationship to the next level. That's what I'm seeing. Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, Taurus, they want to take this to the next level. All right. So what is your advice for you? So let's move into that. What is the advice? All right. So we have the Ten of Wands. Burdens. Okay. We also have the Lover's energy. And we have the Queen of Pentacles energy. And we have good news. All right. So your advice here is, I feel like this connection has been really draining for you here with the Ten of Wands. This is something that's really been weighing you down. Perhaps, you know, you feel like the connection could have been one-sided in the past. And it's, you know, it's just something that's been emotionally draining for you. And I feel like your advice here is you're going to be at a turning point. You're going to have a powerful choice here with the Lover's energy of which direction do you want to go in. All right. I feel like the universe is saying that with the Queen of Pentacles energy, you need to focus on what, you know, focusing on self-care, focusing on yourself, your own abundance, your own, you know, things that you want to do in life. And I feel like, you know, if you don't want to give to the situation, you know, Spirit is saying like, you know, it's okay to just maybe walk from the connection and walk towards something that's truly aligning for you emotionally. All right. But like I said, I feel like your advice here is to kind of like realize that these burdens don't have to be yours alone. And, you know, by making the choice, I feel like, you know, you're going to be walking towards something that is very much more aligned with what you want to do, and just keep focusing on yourself and what makes you happy and, you know, doing you And yeah, we also have the good news oracle message that I pulled for you in your advice. So there is going to be something a lot more positive coming in for you. There's going to be some sort of news here that you're going to be learning here that's going to make you extremely happy. It says exciting news is on the way. Something will bring you joy and happiness. So for those of you watching this video and you do want to have something with this person that you're in no communication with, I definitely do see an opportunity for that coming around. Like I said in this reading, there's going to be a chance for that. But for those of you that really don't want to, entertain this again, I do feel like with this free to go card and the good news, there's going to be something a lot more fulfilling for you in the near future. So that is what I have for you, Taurus. Hopefully it resonated. And go ahead and hit the subscribe button if you don't mind. Thank you so much for watching.